This exercise is called the combination exercise. It's because it demonstrates combination attacks. The idea here is that you have your cudgel or walking stick. You're suddenly attacked by an opponent with a weapon, which we are mostly going to show as being a walking stick, but it could be anything, other than a firearm, obviously. And you throw your stick and your arm up in the shield, and then you immediately make 3 or more combination attacks to different parts of the opponent's body with the intention of ending the encounter immediately. So it's not going to look anything like a fencing match, because it isn't. Instead, you're simply going to take one parry and then put the other person on the ground. We're going to show different ways to do this, and with different targeting. In some cases, we will be targeting, say, the knees or the arm, designed to put the opponent out of the fight without necessarily inflicting maximum harm. And in others, the weapon is going to be directly targeted at the opponent's head, or in some other way that will be, very destructive to that individual. Right there on the knee. The idea here is to break the opponent's knee. And the leg, and then the head for good measure. The gut, the back of the head, and the leg. Now, in every situation in real life, you're deciding how much force is necessary to use. What I'm going to demonstrate now is more of what we call an anything but taking the life mentality, where I deliberately avoid targets that could potentially kill him or seriously injure him. Now, if somebody is seriously attacking you with a weapon, you don't necessarily need to take the attitude that you're going to avoid seriously injuring that person. But if for whatever reason you deem it necessary to be a little more careful, that's how you do it. You target the weapon arm, the leg, anything that will put them down, but will not necessarily kill them or seriously injure them. And as you can see, every time I pretty much walk right past the attacker, because you're trying to get in as close as you can. It's harder for them to hit you with a weapon if you're getting in rapidly, closing in on them as they attack. Now we're going to have a look at what happens when you use these same techniques at full speed and power. To do that, we're going to have to use foam weapons, because we obviously can't hit each other with these at full speed and power. You can go on to make a follow-up strike if you think you can. Now make a flurry of strikes. Now the idea here is that to defend yourself with your stick, you have to have it ready to fight with. So if you have a walking stick and you realize that an attack is likely to be imminent, you need to take your hand off the top of it, slide it down just a little. That's a very discreet movement. The person's not likely to notice you doing it, and it gets you in position so that you can throw your arm up in the shield.